everyone. Today we are going to clean Nairobi River and we are at Chiromo campus. The youth are very passionate about environmental matters for a safer planet for all of us. Picture this. Nairobi River is one of the rivers that passes through Nairobi, meaning whenever there is flooding, all the water goes to Nairobi River. What a way to take care of Nairobi River. Join me. Welcome to EnviroCare Global.
Striving to have a safe, clean and healthy environment for us all.
Okay, welcome. Today we are doing the cleanup in Nairobi River and we're joined by Nairobi River Commission technical team. So you can tell us kwa nini Nairobi River? Unajua mara mingi watu hawajui kwa nini we are cleaning Nairobi River. So you can tell us why.
Well, for a start, I'm Philip Tendet, the head of the technical department at Nairobi Rivers Commission, and a long-time environmental enthusiast. I've been passionate about the rivers in Nairobi. We have had so many efforts at trying to clean. The approach was described as silo. But right now, in the wisdom of our government, we have had the establishment of the Nairobi Rivers Commission, which is going to coordinate all the players to put their efforts together so that we can have an overall better results at trying to intervene for the river to be clean. Why Nairobi River? World over, we have the issues of marine environment well taken care of by very many going concerns, governments and private organizations. We have also had the issues of lake bodies being well taken and a lot of concern around them. But the river issues have not been taken keen interest. Yet, our country Kenya enjoys a wide coverage of rivers, whether seasonal or permanent rivers. So the river potential has not been harnessed for the betterment of our economy, for the betterment of our food security. And right now, as far as so much information has come, it is time we focused on the rivers. We should even imagine the rivers being our front. Instead of just looking at KICC, we should have a river as a front for Nairobi. There's no village, there's no county in Kenya which does not have a river. And the potential is vast. So it is time that we should protect those ones which have not been polluted, and those ones which have been polluted should be rehabilitated and restored. And that is the reason why we are here, so that we can try to get ecosystem-based solutions, eco-based solutions, and also apply ecosystem-based adaptation to ensure that our rivers regain.
Yeah, thank you so much. When you talked about KICC being our front, yeah, and you thought Nairobi River can be our front, for a lot of Kenyans and especially Nairobians, their one wish is that Nairobi River can be clean, especially parts that passes the city. Picture this. Imagine people coming and seeing boats riding along Nairobi River. We can be able to fish, and you can imagine the tourists, when they come, their first point of contact is Nairobi River. Can you just talk about that? Because that is what our children are talking about, the young people, and majority of them are here today.
Thank you again. That is also very wonderful, because we have talked about the linear development of the river, which will involve good housing, social amenities, sports facilities, probably walkways or jogging lanes, but above all, an improvement of the infrastructure in terms of waste, whether discharging, whether drinking water along the rivers as it goes. That is the dream. The reason why, as Nairobi Rivers Commission, our biggest client will be the people of Nairobi. Their wish should be our orders.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Today's event, and thank you so much for gracing this occasion. Please tell us about yourself, Miss Universe. Congratulations. Why this cause of the environmental cause?
Thank you so much. So my name is Pauline Wanjiru Gishohi, and I was able to get the title Miss Universe Kenya People's Choice. What basically this is, I had people supporting me. I had a huge base and all that. And as you asked, why the environment? The environment basically surrounds us every other day. This is something we depend on. It's interdependent, we depend on it for various things, and on the other side it also depends on us. And someone once told me dinosaurs didn't see when the world was ending, but we are here, we can see it, there are signs. So it's our time right now to wake up. It's a wake-up call for us to be out there, conserve this environment, take care of it each and every other day, because again, we need to make this a lifestyle. That is something I always say. This has to be a lifestyle. It's not supposed to be a one-day thing whereby we meet, clean the environment and forget about it. It's supposed to be a lifestyle. Every other day, wherever you're walking around, wherever you are, you're supposed to remember that this is your environment, this is your home, this is an animal's home as well, so take care of it. Let that life continue.
Thank you so much. What is your wish for Nairobi River? Because it's true, it's so polluted, the waters there are so dirty, yet we have people who drink the water from there. What is your one wish for Nairobi River?
One thing I'd say is I await the day whereby people will stop littering, because that litter is what makes the river the way it is today. Any other day you're walking, someone throws away a piece of paper just like that. One way or another, it gets its way to that water source. So I wait for that day when it's clean, whereby you look at it and you're like, wow, it's not even scary to try the water. Right now you look at it, you're walking around, you're like, no, it's not safe.
How would you encourage the young people like you, young and beautiful like you? How would you encourage them, especially on matters of environment?
You're the voice of tomorrow. You're the voice of today. Be that voice. Influence the people around you. Influence your family, because change starts with you. That's the main thing I'd tell them, really. Yes.
Very powerful. Change starts with you. Welcome to EnviroCare Global. Karibu tena. We are joined by Bro who cleans. Yes. And I would like him to tell us why cleaning? Why not real estate or other things? Eh? Okay. Karibu sana, tell us your name and tell us about this day.
My name is Victor Mutuma, and I started Bro Who Cleans initiative because I got tired of seeing people littering.
When was this?
This was last year, November, and I decided how it happened. Nilikuwa kwa mat, and I just noticed someone casually littering, and it pained me. I nilishuka hiyo mat feeling like something needs to happen, like I need to be the change, So the next day nikaenda and nikakuwa ka chokora. And as I was doing that, I was branded the name Light Skin Chokora. And at first it was a challenge because iliniingia emotionally, mentally. Like, what do you mean? Imagine it's on a Wednesday, mchana, watu wako job, watu wako shule, and I'm out here cleaning the streets. But at the same time, kulikuwa na people who are interested, like, what are you doing? Is this something we can help you do? No, as I was doing that, guys they were asking, is this a movement? What is this? That's when the idea of initiative came in. Like, if I can make a difference, power of one, I can actually make people be a part of the same cause.
Wow.
Yeah, so this was last year, November. So nikaona people are actually interested in this, and I decided to plan my first cleanup that had 6 people join in. And from that first cleanup, we did 51 trash bags. That was a stepping stone for the initiative. And from that time, it's just an initiative can grow, the number of people coming from 6 to 15 to 30. My last one had 1,500 people come from November last year.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Tell us about this day, because we are going to clean Nairobi River. Tell us why Nairobi River, why we should clean it actually.
Ukiwa town, you usually just see Nairobi River. It's just very polluted, so I decided to do something about it. I reached out to a couple of partners and see if, because it will be a challenge to do it alone, and it's a community thing. So I just decided, let me involve other people in the community, brands, individuals, to come together and just do the thing today. And so today is a great day because we're actually making an impact.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Let's do this together.
Thank you. Thank you.
joined by another partner who will tell us his name and tell us why we are cleaning Nairobi River today. Karibu sana, your name na utuambie unatoka wapi.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. My name is Micha. I'm from Nairobi, Kasarani. I work with the National Museums of Kenya and the Community Research Alliance. So one of the reasons why I'm here today is to promote the clean environment sustainability goals, and also in accordance with the Sustainable Development Goals for the access to clean and for the adequate access to clean water. So if you look at this river, it is a source of water for drinking to those in the low-income areas. So when we clean it, we give them the access to the clean water, and also we ensure that other activities can carry out, for example, farming. So we are here today to restore the glory of the Nairobi River, because from even the name, the Nairobi itself was coined from the Maasai, the Nkare Nairobi, which meant the place for cool waters. So we have come here to restore that glory and make sure that it is cool and safe and adequate for the usage of the community and other people as well.
Wow, thank you so much. What can be your call to the community, especially around Nairobi? Because there is the issue of littering that goes on, and that is what pollutes Nairobi River. What can you tell this community? Because it's our resource, yes, but are we taking care of it? What can you tell this community?
Okay, so what I can tell the community is to be responsible, to hold that individual responsibility to avoid the littering and the pollution of the river, to avoid throwing things into the river, the plastic waste, and also they make sure that they take care of the rivers. They can plant the trees there so as to encourage also the rainfall. Yeah, because as always says, it is upon us to act today and save tomorrow. So the efforts that we do today is what will now make us now to enjoy the river and live in a greener environment. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Joined by another partner, she'll tell us about her name, her organization, and what they are doing. Karibu sana.
Asante sana. My name is Beryl Makaya. I am from Emulate Greatness Initiative, an organization that works to eradicate poverty in Kenya. But as we all know, poverty and what we call it, pollution and environment are kind of related. It's because it is the poor people who actually suffer most in the end. So we have a project right now called the Green Futures Tulinde Mazingira. It consists of going to primary schools and introducing learners to environmental awareness, introducing green jobs, and also just instilling a foundation for the future environmentalists. So yeah, currently we have a school in Siaya. We have 32 students that we are working with on this project, and we are so happy to be here today. I wish they were here. Siaya is a little bit far in the rural areas, and it's affected by deforestation a lot, because I'm a resident of that place, and we actually burn a lot of trees. So I am trying to reduce that, and I'm happy to be here today and learn that you guys are able to be providing us with trees, because we have had a challenge in getting trees. And today, that's the networking and everything that I'm here to do today, I hope will amount to something more in the future. And the children of Siaya County will actually learn about EnviroCare Global. I hope you guys can come and introduce yourself to the kids, because most of the time that I've gone to school, we have had a problem where people say they don't want their kids to be taka people. When they look at collecting garbage, recycling, they feel like only poor people, homeless people are the ones who are doing this, way back in my village and in Kisumu. So we are there to introduce environmentally, to teach kids and bring out environmentalists out of these students at an early age, primary school going children, and tell them that there are jobs. People can get paid. You can earn from this. It doesn't have to be actually that you have to earn from it. But I know poverty is making these people do what they are doing. So if we can introduce other ways, like we can introduce them to sustainable energy, it will be nice for us and the environment at our home place in Siaya.
What are these practices that you really cannot sustain environmentally, that you would like to be eradicated? eradicated in Siaya?
Deforestation. That one is a major one, especially where we live. Most people cut trees for charcoal. Not just charcoal, firewood. They also use firewood. So we would love to have those practices eradicated, and also to teach them to plant more trees, to replace the trees that they are planting. Because in Siaya, our forest is becoming a little bit smaller. It's growing smaller in size than it was in our past times. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Tell us about today. We are going to clean Nairobi River. Why Nairobi River? Why are you here for Nairobi River?
Oh, I'm so happy about this. Nairobi River passes through next to my house, and every time I stand on the balcony, I've always told myself, I'm going to do something about this river. So today was an opportunity for me to actually do something for the river, and I also know about conserving water. Water is so little on earth, yeah? So you see, we need a lot of clean water. It helps everyone. It's life. Water is life. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Tunajoiniwa na another partner, atatuambia ametoka wapi, jina ya organization yake na why Nairobi River. Karibu sana.
Asante. Naitwa Moses Matinde. I come from Greener Life Community Organization. Iko Ruaraka constituency, Babadogo ward. In our organization, we deal with a lot of things. We deal with river rehabilitation. We deal with waste management, community awareness. We plant trees and so many things. We do value addition to waste. Yeah, mainly we are majorly based on waste and environmental conservation.
How do you do the addition to waste? Maybe you can explain that.
Okay, value addition. Something like unaona hizi chupa za pombe, chupa za soda zikivunjika. Sometimes we throw them. Some we crush them. Tunauza. Kuna zenye zikivunjika tunazichukua. Kuna mashine ya glass cutting. Tunaitengeneza vizuri. Tunaipiga na sandpaper, inaweza kwa bottle kunywa maji, ama zingine tunaweka like inaweza kwa ya ofisi ya kuweka pens, like tunafanya vitu mingi. Tunafanya vitu mob na mambo na glass na trees na everything.
Okay. Tell us about today Nairobi River.
Okay, Nairobi River, we as a group ama we as a organization tuna deal na kusafisha mto. Sisi kando yetu tuko na Madhari River,
which is part of Nairobi River.
So when tuliona hii event leo ina entail bado Nairobi River. So tukasema pia lazima tukuje side nyingine. Juu sisi tunatoka side ya Eastland. Tukuje side ya Westlands, tuone venye Westlands pia wanasafisha nini mto. We bring our skills na venye tunasafishanga, tukuje tuonyeshe venye pia usafisha mto. Yeah, like we are just looking forward to clean this Nairobi River. Ianzie huku tunaona extend hadi hiyo side huku kwetu.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Environment. Mazingira yetu, jukumu letu. Mazingira yetu, jukumu letu. Jukumu letu. Mazingira yetu, jukumu letu. Mazingira yetu. Yes!
Today, we carry out a cleanup activity at Nairobi River, just a small part in Chiromo campus, the part of the river that flows through Chiromo campus. It's so dirty. If you can just tell a little story about Nairobi River, you look at the past and realize that now this is a sad story. Despite efforts that have been put in place to try and clean the river, we still need to do more, and that's why we are here today. This activity is being carried out in collaboration with different partners, organized by students from the University of Nairobi, in partnership with different stakeholders who want to see our rivers clean. They want to see our city clean. We want to ensure that there's a sustainability impact, not only to Nairobi River, but even in the surrounding and even in our country. And as we know that environmental challenges, they don't have boundaries. When you win here, that means we are winning elsewhere. And by that I mean, you know very well, where Nairobi River starts, it eventually flows down to the Indian Ocean. So the river, known as the Enkari Nairobi, this was named by the Maasai people, meaning the place of cool waters. It is and it remains a vital lifeline for both humans and wildlife. It has for a long time provided fresh water for the Maasai cattle and nourished the land, helping to sustain the rich biodiversity of the region. You see, as the British colonialists arrived in the late 19th century to lay down the tracks of the Uganda Railway, they were captivated by the fertile lands around the river. They decided to establish a small rail depot that would grow into the big city of Nairobi that we see today, named after the cool waters that meandered nearby. The river was at the heart of the city's birth. Can you imagine that? That the river was at the heart of the city's birth, giving life to settlers, farmers, and the community that formed that. For years, the Nairobi River flowed freely, supporting the people who lived along its banks. It wasn't just a source of water, it was central to their lives, a sacred river believed to have the power to heal and to protect. But when you look at it today, I don't think we can say it has the power to heal and protect. For example, according to the Kikuyu people, Mogumo trees, or the fig trees, which grew along the river banks, were homes to spirits and ancestors. The Kikuyus believed that these trees and the river itself was spiritual. It had some spiritual energy, it had some protection, and it protected the land and its people, which is very true. When you look at the big Mogumo tree, it has so much life. It supports an ecosystem of so many, the biodiversity around it. But as Nairobi grew, so did its problems, Factories began to spring up along the river banks, dumping toxic chemicals and waste into the once pure waters. The slum expanded. We know very well the various slums that have put homes along the Nairobi River, and people without proper sanitation began to use the river as a dumping ground. Now, the sacred river that had once been a source of life slowly became choked with pollution. Drowning by the industrial and urban expansion. And that's why today we are really, really touched to see, if you come to this part of Nairobi River, around Chiromo, the river is black in color. Black. What is supposed to be blue? In the early 2000s, with the river on the brink of ecological collapse, a remarkable moment occurred. And you remember the late Professor Wangari Maathai, the Nobel Peace Prize winning environmental activist, launched a grassroots campaign through her Green Belt movement to save the Nairobi River. She rallied communities, even our own military, urging them to clean up the river and plant trees along its banks to restore its ecosystem. One particular story of Professor Wangari Maathai became legendary when he faced a lot of resistance from industrial interests who didn't want to curb their pollution. And that is the challenge we are experiencing even today. I tell you, you come to this part, for all of those who know Nairobi River, it is black. Some parts are black. She organized a massive human chain along the length of the river involving thousands of Nairobi residents. People from all walks of life, including slum dwellers, business owners, school children, they came together hand in hand in a show of solidarity to protect their beloved river. They named it Hands Across the River. I don't know whether you can remember that. The event sparked a new wave of awareness, and it is the same awareness we are continuing with. You see now, Professor Wangari Maathai did her part. Us who are the beneficiaries of nature today, of the various features that you are blessed with, rivers, mountains, land, the ecosystem around us, we are the ones who should be able to continue asking people to stop the dumping. One question we're asking ourselves today is that, yes, we will do that part of the cleaning. Of course, I can see around we've carried bamboo trees, we've carried the macamia lutea to just plant. As after cleaning, we will plant. Of course, it's symbolic that we want this thing to be sustainable. But one question we're asking ourselves, and I'm looking around and seeing the various partners that have come to join hands and ensure that we do this thing. Yes, we are cleaning. The big question is, what of those who continue to dump? Do you have something that you'd like to tell us? You can reach us through our social media pages that the EnviroCare Global show on YouTube. You can reach us on our Facebook page, that is EnviroCare Global. You can reach us on LinkedIn, EnviroCare Global. You can reach us on Instagram on EnviroCare Global. You see, one thing about environment, it's partnership and collaborative activity. Why? Because environment does not just affect us who are doing the cleaning today. It affects you, it affects your children, it affects your generation.
Let the rivers flow. Let the rivers flow. Let the rivers flow.
And now to the organizer of this great event that we've been able to clean Nairobi River. Karibu sana, tell us your name, your motivation, and about this day.
So, thank you very much. My name is Micha. I am a student at UON, but I am in main campus. I am the chairperson for University of Nairobi Anthropology and Gender Students Association, and I'm also in the governance and policy docket for Kenya Inter-University Environmental Student Associations in Kenya. So basically, I'm an anthropologist. I'm doing BA Anthropology in my final year. And what brought me to the environmental field was mostly, my interest is mostly with indigenous peoples and local peoples and traditional peoples, the ecological knowledge that they have, the kind of conservation that is in culture and people's ways of life really brought me into this field. And why we came here today is the Brooklyn's initiative came to us for collaboration, and we hopped onto it without even waiting, because it was really an exciting thing to do, considering this river is not cleaned much. As you can see today, we've done a lot. It was really that no one really focuses in the river inside the university, because only the students can access it. So what we did today was we decided to allow other people to come in and help us clean it, because no one else was, getting into the thing. Yeah. So we decided to do that, and it's been really nice to have you guys here.
Yeah, and we've collected a lot of trash from the this section of Nairobi River, as you can see, and this should go out there. Whoever is doing this, you can't continue. You dump, we clean. You dump, we clean. So thank you so much, Michelle, for organizing this and making it a success.
Thank you for coming. It was really nice to see people uniting together to clean a river. Like, if it was 3-5 years ago, you wouldn't imagine people doing this, this very brave enough, or even just like taking their time to come here. So I'm really so happy that you guys have done this, and it's a statement. I believe we've made an impact, and now that even students who are seeing us doing this, even them, they'll feel a bit ashamed. Like, it's our school, we're making it dirty, so it's really nice. At least now when we're cleaning other areas, we are sure that this area, if we keep on conserving it, it won't be dumping whatever waste is in this section to the clean rivers. So yeah, thank you all for coming.
We come to the end of the cleaning exercise that we were undertaking here in Nairobi River, the small part of Chiromo campus. That's where we've been cleaning up the solid waste. But the big question we are going with is, yes, we have cleaned. What about the people or the community that is polluting this river? What will happen to them? And that's why you need to stay tuned and collaborate. Let's create partnership to clean such resources of ours. Nairobi River runs all the way from Kikuyu to the Indian Ocean. You can see that is a big, very big resource in this country, meaning all of us need to rally behind it, or the communities around it need to rally behind it to ensure that this river is not polluted. Why? Because it's a source of food security, it's a source of our water, it's a source of health for all of us. Industrial water comes from it, so we need to all collaborate and make sure that it's clean. As we come to the end of this episode, I ask that you may subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is EnviroCare Global. Follow us on the social media handles, on Facebook, EnviroCare Global, on Instagram, EnviroCare Global, on LinkedIn, EnviroCare Global. And remember to leave a like, remember to leave a comment, remember to share the content, and tell us what is happening around you in terms of environmental sustainability. Thank you so much. My name is Rose Gishure.